that familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at Henry Clay High School for the 42nd District Tournament Playoff Race, and we're here on day 3. Got a good matchup tonight. Scott County, 28-1 on the year. The Cardinals are red hot as of late, going up against Frederick Douglass Broncos. I'm Jack Haynes alongside the one and only King of Stream, William Warfield. And William, we've been here the last 2 nights. Watching a lot of great basketball. What do you expect tonight? Boys, girls, doubleheader, Scott County and Frederick Douglass.
Well, you know, seeing these two teams play already this season, I was very sick that night, by the way. I ended up getting the flu the next day, so really wasn't feeling that good that night. But tonight I'm feeling great, and I got to tell you, man, you know, watching these two teams play in the past, Scott County, I mean, I don't know how a team can handle them. I just don't see Frederick Douglass being able to handle them tonight. Now, I don't want to be negative towards the situation, but Scott County's the real deal, man. You got to give them the props.
Yeah, Coach Steve Helton has had a great team year in and year out. And Frederick Douglass coming in tonight 9-20 on the year. And, I mean, what do they have to do to make this close? Scott County's one of the best teams in the state.
Yeah.
And it's a big-time underdog.
If you're Frederick Douglass, you have absolutely nothing to lose other than, you know, the season's over with. You're going up against number 1 tonight, and in my opinion, number 1 in the state. And you just got to go out there and, you know, give them some good punches, you know, hit them with some combos, that type of thing, if we refer to boxing that way. But look at them down there, man. I mean, they're going to be the champs probably, man. I mean, this team's amazing. Yeah,
and watching them warm up on the floor right there, that reminds me of the old school coaching, you know, kind of like Duke, how they warm up out on the floor. But let's talk about Douglass a little more. Their leading scorer this year is Destiny Jackson, and she averages 26.9 points per game.
Yeah, she's very, very solid. You know, Destiny is an outstanding player. She's had a great season this year. You know, she was even in the talks of being nominated for the 11th Region Miss Basketball alongside with Owens from Scott County. So you got to figure those two, you know, might have a tug of war here tonight, you know, with Jackson thinking, hey, man, you know, I probably should have been in that conversation a little bit more. But obviously Owens has had a great year with Scott County. But, you know, I think tonight you're going to see Scott County, Frederick Douglass close probably in the first half. And then I think, you know, you're going to go to the locker room. It's probably going to be, you know, you come out here and Scott County's going to show you something different because they can play many, many different styles of play out there. And we'll just see. You know, I'm excited to be here tonight. You know, I'm excited to see Scott County number 1 in the state play. Again, in my opinion, a lot of folks got Connor number 1. But, again, you know, just my opinion. But I'm excited, man. I'm here, and we're ready for some playoff basketball tonight.
Yeah, we've had some great games. Henry Clay's been an excellent host here for the 42nd District Tournament this year, and we couldn't be more grateful for what they've done for us. And
I do want to say that these two schools have a big rivalry together already, even though Frederick Douglass only in their, their second year over there being a school. But these two teams, Frederick Douglass refers to them as that team up north. I know that kind of rubs Scott County the wrong way sometimes, but it's true. You know, and if you look at the schedules that Frederick Douglass put out, that's how they That's how they list them. It's not how Scott County's that team up north. So, you know, definitely a little rivalry thing going there. I guess if you're going to pick on somebody, pick on the best, right?
That's right. I mean, that's really interesting, too, how, like you said, this is Frederick Douglass' second year in action, and they already have that big of a rivalry with Scott County.
Yeah, you got to come out here and try to just shock the world, I think. Shock the state if you're Frederick Douglass. You know, if I'm down there in the locker room right now talking to my team, I'm like, look, you know, this season has been what it is, you know, but tonight records are out the window. This is one game. Give me your best this one game, and let's see if we can give them our best shot.
And I'm sure Coach Ransom's in there right now telling them that, because they've been in the locker room for a while now, getting that pregame pep talk. And Scott County back on the floor. So Frederick Douglass defeated Sayre in their first matchup here Monday night, 64-41. Good win for the Broncos, and like we've been talking about, they got a tough matchup, and here they come now in the black jerseys with orange trim, excuse me.
Yeah, I love the jerseys, man. They definitely get an A+ on the jerseys. Frederick Douglass, Adidas school over there, they have nice gear. I mean, kind of look like the Miami Hurricanes at times. Other times, you know, I think it's more of a, what was it, Oklahoma State kind of look tonight. So you can see the green in that jersey just a little bit, but it's just a trim around the numbers. But, you know, they definitely pop out as far as those jerseys look. I really like them.
Yeah, me too. Scott County with the red warm-ups on top, white shorts on the bottom.
I just gave Adidas some love, by the way, because, you know, PrepSpin's an Adidas branded company now since all of our gear is Adidas.
Why don't you run down some of our sponsors here for us real quick?
Absolutely.
While we're waiting?
Yeah, we definitely want to thank Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin. Mingua Beef Jerky supports both of these programs and also supports us here on PrepSpin, our title sponsor, and we appreciate all that they do for us. We also want to thank Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, Doctors Durbin, Morris, and Garner. Matter of fact, if you mention PrepSpin, they're going to give you $1,500 off your total for your Invisalign if you're a new patient. So keep that in mind. You know, you mentioned PrepSpin. First of all, you can go in there for a free consultation. They do a scan. They'll show you your teeth of what they got this machine, Jack. You go in there and they scan you. You don't have to do those nasty tasting molds anymore. What they do is they got this little laser that they put inside your mouth, and it scans your teeth and your gums, and they'll show you a before what your teeth looks like in a 3D model, and then they'll show you what it would look like once the treatment's done with Invisalign or with braces. So it's really cool, and they'll do that. You know, you free consultation to do that, and they'll scan you and everything and let you know. But $1,500 off of your total if you mention PrepSpin. That's a big time deal. Exclusively for all of our high school fans.
Yeah, that's an incredible deal.
Yeah, it is. Also want to thank Bluegrass Orthopedics, the official sports injury medicine provider of PrepSpin. You'll see some of their cool little 15-second ads here tonight as we go into commercial breaks, but they also are the official sports injury medicine provider for Scott County, and we certainly appreciate all that they do for us here on the network as well. Andrew Carlson, his great staff, and all the great doctors, and I wish I knew the trainer's name for Scott County so I could give him some props too, but they do a great job over at Scott County. And then UPS Kentucky Jobs, you know, UPS Kentucky Loop, great tuition assistance programs. Let's face it, Jack, a lot of these student athletes, you know, they have dreams of going to college, earning that Division I scholarship or whatever kind of scholarship they can attain during the season, but only 1% of them is going to get it. That's a proven fact. So what's Plan B? Well, UPS Kentucky Loop, UPS Kentucky Jobs, they have the answer for you. Great tuition assistance programs, and let them pay for their college, and you start a great career as well. So that's my spill on sponsors at this point. We also want to thank Atkinson Sims and Kermode PLLC, and also Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball's over there filming his show tonight, so he'll join us in the second game. Hopefully. We'll see.
Yeah, for all you Gary Ball fans out there, hopefully he'll make it for the beginning of our second game. Let's listen in now to the public address announcer here at Henry Clay.
Monday night, district play began across the state of Kentucky. All teams have their sights and dreams set on making it to the Sweet 16 to be played both the boys and girls this season at Rupp Arena. Henry Clay High School is proud to be the host of the 42nd District Tournament. Our first game this evening features the guest on the scoreboard, the Lady Broncos of Frederick Douglass High School, and the home team on the scoreboard, the Lady Cardinals of Scott County High School. Frederick Douglass enters tonight's contest with a record of 9 wins and 20 losses. Scott County enters tonight's contest with a record of 28 wins and just 1 loss. The Lady Cardinals are ranked up near the top of the state of Kentucky. At this time, I'd like to ask that you please stand and remove your hats as the Henry Clay ROTC, under the direction of Cadet First Lieutenant Ascension and Cadet Sergeant First Class Romo, has the presentation of colors. And then we'd like to ask that you remain standing as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. Okay, always a good way to start a ball game. Our national anthem. Okay, starting lineups. First for the Frederick Douglass Broncos. Number 1, a senior guard, averaging 28 points and 7 rebounds a game, Destiny Jackson.
There she is.
Number 3, a sophomore guard, averaging 6
Destiny
points
Jackson,
and 4 rebounds
star
a
for
game.
Frederick Douglass. They need her
Gentry.
to be on point tonight, along with
Number 5, a freshman guard,
Gentry as
averaging
well.
3 points and 2 rebounds a game, Haley Buckman. Number 13, a freshman guard forward combo, averaging 5 points and 5 rebounds a game, Allison Wallace. And number 14, a senior guard forward, averaging 4 points and 5 rebounds a game, Ovion Taylor.
Ovion
The head
Taylor.
coach for the Lady
Another
Broncos,
good
Sean
piece to the
Ransom.
Frederick Douglass starting lineup. And
Starting lineups
Let's
for
meet
the
Scott County Cardinals.
Lady Cardinals of Scott County High School. Number 1, a junior guard, 16 points and 4 rebounds a game, Morgan DeFore.
Morgan DeFore, they call her the Red Mamba, Jack
Number 4,
Haynes.
It's a great nickname.
Forward,
I've seen her light up a gym
13
plenty of
points and
times,
11 rebounds a
so
game.
we'll see what she's got in store tonight.
Malay Williams. Number 5 is a sophomore forward, averaging 9 points and 8 rebounds a game, Kennedy Tompkins.
Oh, I really like Kennedy
Number
Tompkins
11, a
as well.
senior guard, 20 points and 5
It'll be interesting to see
rebounds
how
a game,
Frederick Douglass
Malia Owens.
combats the height advantage
And number
that
14,
Scott
senior
County
guard,
has.
10 points and 3 rebounds a game, Juliet Smith. The
Juliet
head coach
Smith
for the Lady
rounding out
Cardinals is Steve
the starting
Helton.
lineup for the Lady
The
Cardinals.
officials for the
Just
season
about
contest,
underway.
Scott Kendall.
Semifinals of
Gary
the
Wilson and
42nd
Dave
District
Hall.
Tournament. Before we get going, a couple scores from around the city last night. Lexington Catholic defeated Lafayette.
Big upset right there. That ends over a decade of Allison Denton and her Generals punching their ticket to the regional tournament. That's big time right
That's
there.
right. And Coach True and his Lady Knights are back to the regional tournament for the first time since 2015. Congrats to Coach True and his Lady Knights. And we're underway. Tip won by Scott County, and Destiny Jackson takes it to the hole, grabs it right away. Jackson puts the Broncos on the board first. That one's no good. Offensive rebound. Lady Cardinals swing it around. Floater. Got it. Nothing but net.
Scott County field goal number 11, Malia Owens.
Malia Owens averaging 19.5 on the season.
Well, she definitely will get hers tonight. I think Jackson will get hers as well.
Blocked inside. Here comes Scott County pushing the other way. Nice pass cross court. Another floater. It's good. 2 floaters for Scott County. Start this one off. Fast-paced game so far. Broncos are looking to push it as Jackson uses the glass. Knocks it in. Destiny Jackson, she's got herself 4 points early in this one. Nice move, puts it in. Malia Owens says, "Excuse me," takes it to the rack.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a highlight play right there for sure. Frederick Douglass moving it quickly and uses the glass right there. Jump shot is good.
That was for 3.
Gentry. She called it.
Douglas has come out hitting all their shots so far.
Yeah, I really like the intensity Douglas has, and there's a takeaway. Frederick Douglass comes up with the basketball. Gentry was in there, ripped it out. She has the basketball right now.
I tell you what, if Frederick Douglass pulls this off tonight, I'll be the very first one to go down there and tell Coach I'm sorry. Because I'll be honest, man, if you look on paper and everything, I think everybody in the state says, you know, this game belongs to Scott County. But Frederick Douglass, like I said, they can shock the world tonight.
Frederick Douglass looking to pull off an upset similar to Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that's exactly. That'd be certainly in the state of Kentucky, that would be pretty huge.
And I mean, it would be one of the biggest upsets in the 42nd district history. Frederick Douglass still looking for their first win against Scott County.
Still early though.
To the rack. That one's no good. Rebound pulled in.
Big rebound.
By Allison Wallace. Here comes Jackson. Step back. Foot's on the line. It's short. Both teams pushing the basketball. Nice pass inside. Looked like a travel, but the referee said the ball was tipped. That basket's good.
Yeah, Mamba dishing the ball already.
The Red Mamba with several great passes to start this one off, and a foul is called underneath. Gentry will head to the line for 2 free throws. Malay Williams with her first foul on the evening.
Should be 8-6 should be the score right now.
That one does not fall. All the Broncos are back on defense. Interesting strategy. You don't usually see that early in games, usually later when you don't want to foul. But the Broncos, Coach Ransom has his girls back, ready to play defense, and Gentry knocks down the second one. Inside, nice pass again from DeFore. Late foul called. Coach Ransom's not happy. He's pointing to the ref underneath. Didn't see him call it, but was called up top.
Tompkins
first for the half.
going to the line.
Number 5, Kennedy Tompkins will shoot 2.
She will be at the line for 2 free throws. Averaging 70.3% on the year from the charity stripe. Misses the first one.
Well, that means if she shoots 10 tonight, she's going to hit 7 of them, Jack.
That's right, William. Should have been a math teacher. That second one is good. Tompkins with a nice follow through on the free throw. Really like the way she shot the ball. Gentry has it in the corner. She's doubled. Gets it back out. Launches a 3. It's good. Wallace from downtown. Scott County coming right back. Gets it inside. Tompkins couldn't get it. Ball will stay down here. Yeah, let's take a look at that. Kentucky UPS loop instant replay. Pure shot. Nothing but net from Wallace. 10-9. Tompkins wide open, can't get it to go. Wallace gets the rebound, and Tompkins gets in there, forces the jump ball.
Wow. Freddie Douglas good on the box out right there. Again, number 13 there for Frederick Douglass. Who is that, Jack?
That's Allison Wallace. She had the ball.
Wallace, yeah.
Tompkins just came in there and tried to take it away, forcing the jump ball. Douglas will keep possession, and there's a steal and a foul called as Juliet Smith was about to take off to the rim one-on-one.
Frederick Douglass foul.
What do you think of the pace so far here for both teams? Both squads trying to push the basketball, getting to the rim, and Frederick Douglass knocking down some jump shots early.
Yeah, I mean, it's a surprising start for Douglas, I think.
DeFore tried that one from
certainly
way
used
downtown.
to Scott County coming in and hitting that haymaker to begin the game, but Douglas right there with him today.
Yeah, Douglas actually with the first points on the evening there.
Checks in, replacing Allison Wallace.
Allison Wallace comes out. She'll get a breather. Destiny Jackson will walk it up the court. Scott County with 2 defenders at the half-court line. Jackson crosses over. Jackson with the move. Scoop shot, no good, it's short. Offensive rebound pulled in. And she stepped out of bounds. Could not keep control right there, and the ref saw it. 10-9. Frederick Douglass. And that one's thrown away. Ball back to the Broncos. It's really interesting to watch how this game progresses and to see if the Broncos can keep the intensity, keep the same high-powered offense going. Here's another drive and dish. That's a three-pointer, and it's long. DeFore will bring it up the court. That's a deep three. It's good.
Deep three.
Exactly what Mr. Philippi said.
Owens from downtown. Jackson bring it up. She pulls up. It's good.
Deep three.
7
Jackson.
points for Destiny Jackson, and she has the Broncos up by 1. There's another floater. That one's no good. Offensive rebound is taken away. Here come the Broncos. That one swatted out of bounds. DeFore.
You got to watch out, Red Mamba.
She said,
all
get
over
that out of my house. Ball
She's
be
so
inbounded
quick.
underneath.
Yeah,
she is quick.
She is so quick back on the other end of the floor.
Another great tool for DeFore is her court vision is unbelievable, and we've seen that early tonight. Wide open shot. 11-footer is good. Taylor knocks it down. Broncos are all over the court on both ends. Hard screen up top. That one's no good. And we're going to get an over-the-back call on Williams.
Frederick Douglass is doing everything right. Doing everything right now.
Whatever Coach Ransom said in the locker room while we were waiting for him to come out, it definitely worked early on. Let's see if they can keep it up. That's the question. And a lot of these big underdog games where you have a team like Scott County going up against a team like Frederick Douglass, the question is, can they maintain their energy and intensity the whole game?
Yeah, you got to have a perfect game tonight.
Stolen away by DeFore. She's looking to push it. Dishes it off. Another deep three. It's good. Knocks it down again. Owens. She's hit 2 from that spot. She's feeling it tonight. 15 all. Almost stolen by the Lady Cardinals. That time, knocked out of bounds. Couldn't keep possession. It will stay at this end with the Broncos.
Watch that last three.
How about DeFore dishing it off like that to Owens back-to-back, knocking down the trays. This one's stolen away by the Lady Cardinals. 3-on-3, takes it herself. That one is going to stay on the floor. No shot attempts.
Frederick Douglass foul number 5, Haley Buckman.
Buckman
With her
first foul on the night.
half.
Inbounding underneath the basket will be the Lady Cardinals. That one's short. Rebounded by the Broncos. Jackson looking to push. Goes inside the Euro, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Jackson's got a nice Euro step, as you just mentioned there, Jack.
Scott
She's got it. I mean, it's almost like an art to her, you know.
Yeah,
Perfect canvas.
you can tell she's in the gym constantly working on that move as well as her crossover. She's broken out a couple times tonight. Destiny Jackson showing that she deserves some more recognition. She averages 28 points on the season. And although her team's record isn't the greatest, she's having an outstanding year, and she needs to be recognized by the rest of the state of Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
She has one more at the line. Broncos back ready on defense again. That one is long. Scott County's been pushing the pace as well tonight. Both teams trying to get inside. Little penetration. DeFore from downtown. Cardinals are starting to catch fire from beyond the three-point line. 18-16. We have a timeout. Frederick Douglass.
Ladies and gentlemen, we make a regretful
30-second timeout. So why don't we stay here, and William, let's give a couple shout-outs to some of our sponsors again.
They're blocking the pass gate lock. A silver Hyundai Sonata. Fallen officer license plate number 7922 must be moved. Also a gray Ford Focus.
Sorry, William, I don't think you heard me. I said let's give another shout-out to a couple of our sponsors real quick while we're in a break.
Gray Ford Focus, silver Hyundai Sonata. Please move those
William's having
vehicles. We do not want to tell
a
you.
couple different things going on, so
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Jack.
we'll get back
I couldn't hear you.
It's all good, William. It's really loud in here. The crowd's getting into it early. DeFore almost took it away. Now Frederick Douglass has numbers. Gentry. That one short might have been deflected, but it was out of bounds off the knee of the Broncos. Taylor was the last to touch it. 2:10 left in the first quarter. We got a high-scoring game so far.
Yeah, 18-16, Scott County with the lead.
Off the glass, no. Gets her own shot back, loses the ball. She's on the ground with it. Cardinals still come up with it.
Yeah, that was
Everyone's going for the ball. Body's on the floor. Jump ball is called. Coach Ransom and the Lady Broncos are pumped up on the sideline. They're diving on the floor. Hey, I mean, and another part of this game is whoever wins those 50-50 balls, that's going to be a big stat at the end of the game. Thought about a three in the corner. Nice pass underneath. Scott County, number 2, was not ready for that. And here come the Broncos. And she did travel.
Steps called.
Coach Ransom telling her to slow it down. Don't want to start having those turnovers. That's where Scott County could run away with this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They'll make you pay, too. You know, like I said, you got to play a perfect game against them.
That you do. Their one loss coming this year coming against Lincoln County, and that one's thrown away by the Lady Cardinals. Give it right back.
So they were looking for somebody cutting back door, but nobody cut to the ball.
Yeah, Owens and McMath on 2 bad exchanges on back-to-back possessions. Here comes Destiny Jackson with a full head of steam. Goes to the rim. Almost gets it to go, but she'll head to the line for 2.
She's going back to the line.
So, Scott County foul number 11, Aaliyah Owens, her first personal foul.
Owens committed the foul on that possession. That was her first. Jackson's at the line again for a pair. Knocks down the first one.
First quarter of play with a minute and some change left to go here in this one. In the first quarter.
Jackson rattles home the second.
Tie ball game.
We're tied up again. Here at Henry Clay, 42nd District. Big time basketball game, and Broncos are hanging in early. Nice 1-2 step and floater from the free throw line is no good, but Owens gets it back, can't convert. Another offensive rebound, that one's no good. Another one. McMath almost loses it, and she does.
Scott County is swarming those rebounds right now. The offensive rebounds have got to be getting close to 10 or more.
Like we said, they have that height advantage inside, but they can't convert on their second chance opportunities, and then they turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Frederick Douglass going a little too fast right now. Destiny Jackson inside, and she's fouled again.
Destiny Jackson is the key. You got to get it to your score out there. Number
14, Juliet Smith.
Exactly right, and
First personal foul.
Frederick Douglass will take these opportunities.
Destiny
Their best
Jackson
player
at the free
shooting
throw
free
line.
throws on these possessions like this. This is her third trip to the free throw line in just the first quarter, and knocks that one down to give the Broncos a 1-point lead.
You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin. Thanks to Mingua Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin and our title sponsor here on the network.
Knocks down the second. Douglas picks up at half court. McMath hands off to Owens. Into the corner now. Trying to get inside. There it is, right hand off the backboard, no good. Here comes Frederick Douglass. They have a wide open runner underneath, and that pass was just a little too high, a little too far.
They're just not hitting shots, Scott County. Owens in particular has been kind of cold from the field here in this first quarter.
She hit those 2 threes, but she's also had a couple missed shots inside and a couple turnovers as well.
Everything inside is been too hard, I think.
That one from the corner is long. McMath comes down with another offensive rebound for the Lady Cardinals, and she loses it again.
Yep, lost it off her foot. She keeps looking up as she's trying to look to see who to pass to, and that's twice now that it's come off her foot.
And that can happen sometimes when you pull in that rebound.
5
seconds. Here's Jackson from way downtown. It's no good. 0.5 is still on the clock with enough time for Scott County to heave one full court. Here's McMath. That won't count. Almost went in, though.
Into the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, we kind of have a little bit of a surprise. The Frederick Douglass Broncos come in hot. They lead 20-18. Let's step aside. We'll be right back here on PrepSpin.
The future of healthcare seems dark at times, but for patients in Kentucky with diagnostic imaging needs, there's a place with clarity and a compassionate staff. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI provides quality patient care while saving you hundreds to thousands of dollars as compared to hospital-based centers. Remember, for your medical imaging needs, you have a choice. Lexington Diagnostic Center and Open MRI.
Back here live at Henry Clay High School. It's the 42nd District Tournament. Jack Haynes.
Glad to be back on the mic with the King of Stream, William Warfield. It's been a while, but feels like we picked up right where we left off.
Just like Christmas.
Just like Christmas. Destiny Jackson has the basketball. Three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Wallace with the rebound. Gets it back out top. Broncos look to reset. They get it inside. Gentry. The 8-footer is long. Tipped away. Nice defense. And I don't have number 5's name on my roster for Frederick Douglass. Apologize for that, but she made a nice defensive play, knocking it out of bounds there to prevent the easy layup for Scott County. Another steal, almost another steal. Destiny Jackson had it and lost it. Scott County will inbound it on the side. DeFore, way downtown. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound pulled in again. That's Owens. That one's long. DeFore comes up with it. Look at that move. Tompkins can't handle it. DeFore ends up back with the basketball. Floater, no good. She's back to the free throw line. If you could get a chance there, William, love to see that behind the back move from DeFore, where she took it inside. Great play from the Red Mamba, as you call her.
Number 1, Morgan DeFore, will shoot 2.
Morgan DeFore averaging 16 points on the season this year. Shooting 49.3% from the field. And from the free throw line, DeFore is 67.7%. She knocks them both down. Tied up again. A lot of lead changes, a lot of ties here early. And hopefully that keeps up for an exciting basketball game. Wallace back in the game. Throws it away. Last touch by Lady Cardinals. Owens has been all over on the defensive end as well as the offensive end, causing a lot of disruptions. Douglas trying to penetrate inside that suffocating Scott County defense. Jackson had it on the block, took it back out, wanted to reset. Wallace now passes it up. Gets it in underneath to Wallace. Now into the corner to Gentry. That one's long.
Wallace should have put that up off the glass.
Yeah, Wallace had one underneath. Probably didn't realize. Lost where she was on the court. That one's no good. Another missed shot inside. Tompkins can't get it to go. Here's Jackson. It's good.
I'd be interested to see what Scott County's field goal percentage is in this game inside the paint. It can't be that good right now.
Owens wide open. The bottom. Malia Owens knocks down her third triple of the evening, giving the Lady Cardinals a 1-point lead. Back and forth is what's been going on tonight. Wallace, that one's long. DeFore had a hand there. Tompkins bringing it up herself. Watch out, she's taking it to the rack. Gets it to go. Kennedy Tompkins took that one full court, giving a nice little move there and dropping it in.
That was like the bus running at you.
Here's Wallace, launches, no good. Tompkins saves it from going out of bounds. Here she comes again. Watch out, folks. Tompkins has it back tipped, loses the ball. Taylor comes up with it. Here's Gentry, goes up with it, and she knocks it down off the glass. Great back tip from Frederick Douglass. Here's DeFore. That one's off. Offensive rebound, Owens.
DeFore definitely was off balance on that first.
Taylor for Scott County drills it.
3-point field goal, Juliet Smith.
You keep calling it Juliet Smith, but I don't know, man. What do you think?
What was that, William? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
They keep saying 3-point field goal by Smith.
Timeout, Frederick Douglass. This will be a
Frederick Douglass with the timeout. Full timeout.
Who hit that last three? Let's take a look. Yeah, Juliet Smith.
Juliet Smith, that's right. Might have said Taylor on accident, saw the wrong number from different team, but let's take a quick timeout and we'll be back here on PrepSpin. 28-24, Scott County on top.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more.
Welcome back here. Frederick Douglass knocks down a triple as we return. That was Wallace. Apologies to Juliet Smith. Called her Taylor on that last one. She knocked down the three for Scott County before the break, and Wallace, Allison Wallace for Frederick Douglass, drilled the triple as soon as we came back, and it's a 1-point game again. Throws it up top. Nice feed. And one. Malia Williams will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Watch it off the inbounds there.
Beautiful pass inside. A nice touch from Malia Williams. That one's in and out. No good. 3-point lead for the Lady Cardinals, and here comes Destiny Jackson. She is having herself a great first half. There she loses it. Owens pushing, gets it to DeFore. Thought about a three. Now cross-court pass to Smith. No good, in and out. Owens offensive rebound. That one's no good. Another offensive rebound pulled in, but lost by the Lady Cardinals. Destiny Jackson gets the basketball across half court. She's being chased by DeFore, and DeFore comes up with it. She's all alone. Jackson chasing, won't catch up. And DeFore lays it in. Smooth right hand, 32-27.
That's what DeFore does best right there is, puts that defensive pressure on you and able to come up with those turnovers. Not only that, but score.
Almost another turnover forced by Scott County. Yeah, DeFore does a great job of chasing down Jackson on that last play and swiping it away from behind. We've seen her on the court tonight just running around defensively, trying to come up with those steals, and she caught Jackson off guard there from behind. Inside. Step back, and it's short. Didn't put enough on it.
That's where you look up and you see Tompkins right there in your grill.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot to get over Tompkins with all that height. That layup is no good. Taylor tried to come up with it. Now Owens has it. The ball was loose for a while. Owens picked it up, and she was fouled.
Destiny Jackson, her first personal foul.
Destiny Jackson picks up her first foul of the evening. And Scott County will be in the bonus. And ref stops play so Gentry can fill in a spot.
Owens is awarded 2 shots.
Owens will shoot 2 at the free throw line. First one falls.
Substitution for Frederick Douglass, number 5, Haley Buckman.
So William, what did the Lady Broncos have to do to keep Scott County from extending this lead before the first half?
You got to pick up that. You got to pick up that intensity a little bit more. That's the first thing. But you got to hit shots. You can't afford to turn the ball over. You got to make sure that you get those shots up.
And Frederick Douglass with a couple easy shots inside they've missed so far. Almost lost that one. Taylor has it. Cross court. Right-handed floater is good.
Courtesy Lee.
Lee knocks down the right-hand floater. Owens thought about it, kind of hesitated, missed it. Tompkins pulled in the offensive rebound. Owens sneaks through 2 defenders and drops the floater. 36-29.
Her points
Can
are
Douglas
adding up.
answer? Wallace!
Ooh.
No good. She wanted to knock that one down and doesn't get back on defense right away, and Owens is there wide open. Lays it in. Wallace looked like she might have been talking to herself after that missed shot and didn't hustle back all the way on defense, allowing Owens to go straight to the hoop. 9-point lead. Taylor tried to drop it into Wallace. She wasn't ready. Tompkins threw it away. Here's Gentry. Goes up. Right hand, no good. Wallace offensive rebound. Gets it to go. Timeout called by Coach Ransom.
Timeout, Frederick Douglass. This will be
30-second timeout. We'll keep it here on the network. And thanks to everyone who's out there tuning in to PrepSpin. We're covering the 42nd district tournament this year, and it's been a fun one so far. Got plenty more left. We're here, semifinals of game number 1 of our doubleheader. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we'll have the Frederick Douglass boys going up against the Scott County boys. And what do you think, William? Is Michael Marino going to be playing tonight?
I think so. Let me rephrase that. I think that you'll probably see Michael Marino possibly play tonight. I think everybody's still talking like he may.
Scott County basketball.
And obviously Marino coming off of that foot injury he suffered back in December.
Yeah.
And would be looking to see his first action in a game since then. Here's DeFore. She thought about it. Jackson was on her close, now steps off. That one's no good. Rebound pulled in by Frederick Douglass, but they threw it away. To 4, downtown. It's good. Just kind of shrugged after that shot like it was nothing, William. 10-point lead for the Lady Cardinals. Wallace will bring it up. And in the first quarter, Jackson was all over the place. Haven't really seen a whole lot of her here as of late. Scott County keying in on her now. McMath checking into the game. Morgan DeFore will get a quick breather. So we have 1 minute and 8 seconds left in the first half.
She will shoot 1.
Allison Wallace at the free throw line. Knocks it down. We're in the bonus, so she will shoot 1 more. It's big, I think, here for Frederick Douglass to keep this single digits going into the half.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to keep it close.
Here's McMath with the basketball. Screen set by Tompkins. Thrown away by Owens. Here's Destiny Jackson. They have numbers. Takes it herself, and the foul's called. She's going back to the free throw line for her 4th trip of the evening. We're still in the first half. Destiny Owens looking to knock down 2 big shots right here.
Destiny
at the
Jackson
line.
going to the line.
54.3 left in the first half. First one is good for Destiny Jackson. I'll tell you what, William, she came out and she's definitely playing this one like it could be her last game of the season. Misses that second one, but she's come out with everything you could ask for here so far. McMath pulls the trigger, knocks it down. You don't see anybody on the Lady Cardinals team who's checked into the game so far. There's a nice crossover and the step back. She's killer. Destiny Jackson answers McMath's triple.
Destiny knocking it down like it's hot here at Henry Clay. It is warm
inside. Smith. There was some contact, but nothing called. Destiny Jackson, she's going to push it. She's going to use the Euro, and she's going to get it to go. Destiny Jackson's trimming this lead that Scott County has. 8 seconds left. Owens. Got it! Frederick Douglass won't be able to inbound in time, and Owens with the triple. That was a big shot for Scott County and a dagger to Frederick Douglass. 47-39 is your halftime score. And we're going to step away. We'll be back to bring you the second half. Exciting game here. Frederick Douglass trying to stay in it with one of the best teams in the state. We'll be back. You're watching the 42nd District here on PrepSpin.
Did you know, in addition to education assistance, UPS now provides housing for qualified employees? Through the UPS Kentucky Living Options and Opportunities Path, also known as UPS Kentucky Loop, you can work part-time in Louisville, go to school at Jefferson Community and Technical College, and receive housing for up to 2 years. Earn a degree or learn a trade. It's up to you. Loop benefits are available to those who live outside the Louisville metro area, whether you're just starting college or going back to school. It's time to get in the loop. For more information, visit upsjobs.com. That's upsjobs.com.
Sitters are here.
I'm ready. Okay, kids, behave.
Man to man.
I got the little guy.
Oh, did you leave cash for the pizza?
I got it.
With more features than ever.
All right, who's hungry?
Mobile banking from Central Bank lets you deposit checks, pay bills,
Okay, you're gonna get a rip screen.
send and receive funds with Pop Money, and more. So you can stay in the game without missing a step. Do more with mobile banking from Central Bank, official bank of UK Athletics.
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Some things never change. Like the sound of pads crushing against the equipment, the feel of cleats on fresh-cut grass, or the deep breaths from a full practice. Another thing that never changes, the feeling of relief when the whistle blows for break. And the savory snack to go along with it. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
I'm on a fixed income. Credit cards help me balance the money that's coming in and what I need to live on. I've thought about bankruptcy, but how am I supposed to pay for it?
Sometimes the people that need help the most are the very people who can least afford it.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free. In Lexington and now in London.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
That familiar sound of rubber and wood floor. The feel of the ball passing between hands and air. The squeaking of the sneakers. And the moment of silent breath thankfully followed by the whipping of net. And the reward after. This is a moment to remember. This is a Mingua moment.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're at halftime here at Henry Clay, the 42nd District Tournament semifinal matchup between Scott County Lady Cardinals and the Frederick Douglass Lady Broncos. And coming to this game, William, we talked about how Frederick Douglass was the big underdog in this
Very
one.
big underdog coming into it, but now they're like, well, let us show you. You know, watch us.
Exactly, and let's look at some of the halftime stats. We talked about Destiny Jackson averaging above 26 points a game this year. She's already got 20 in the first half, and she's had 6 of those points come from the free throw line off 8 attempts, and she came out with some passion tonight, some intensity, and she wants this one bad.
Oh, absolutely. You know, this could be your last game of the season anyway. Let me double check and make sure. Do you have the years of the players here on Douglass?
Yeah, I can pull that up for you. And while we're doing that, Allison Wallace for Frederick Douglass, she also had a big first half, 10 points and 4 rebounds. But the most noteworthy first half performance came from the Lady Cardinals, and that was Malia Owens, who dropped 22 points off of 4 3-pointers, and she also had 7 rebounds. She's had a big first half, and for Douglass, they kind of need to start limiting her three-point attempts because she's 50% from the three-point line, knocking down 4 of them so far. We're just about ready to start the second half. 15 seconds here left as the teams are on the court ready to get going.
Yeah, Destiny Jackson, the senior. I should have known that. I mean, that's what I was saying. She's in the talk. She was in the talks for Regional Player of the Year. Jack is her and Owens battling for that top spot.
Speaking of Player of the Year, PrepSpin had some breaking news today in regards to Mr. and Mrs. Basketball. You want to share some of that with our audience tonight, William?
Well, we're not supposed to promote until the week of the event, but we did let it slip out today. But we will have coverage, live stream coverage of that event on March 5th.
Tompkins inside, knocks down the turnaround shot. Frederick Douglass now getting it up, cross through that full court pressure. That shot's blocked out of bounds by Williams. Williams had a big impact inside, and in that first half, second effort points were a huge factor. 11 in favor of Scott County, only 4 for the Lady Broncos. Wallace gets it inside. Outside, rather. That one's short. And we do have a correction on our roster. There's Williams inside. What a move. And number 5 couldn't get her name on our roster earlier, but that is Haley Buckman for the Lady Broncos. Inside, stolen away by Williams. There's Juliet Smith with the spin off the glass, Kyrie Irving style. She had a big first half as well for the Lady Cardinals.
That talk in the locker room was like, what are we doing out there, girls?
Yeah,
and
I'm sure.
They're responding right now.
Right. There's another one-handed cross-court pass from DeFore to Owens, her 5th triple. She is on absolute fire. Owens with 5 threes. DeFore, she's been all over the court, both ends, and one. Gentry She'll go to the line for one more. Morgan DeFore had 10 points in the first half and 4 assists. That last pass made her 5th assist. Couple double-double watches we have on Scott County. Morgan DeFore, she's at 10 points already. 5 assists, 5 more would get her a double-double. Gentry misses the and one opportunity. DeFore in the corner. Bang!
Mamba.
The Red Mamba on fire. William, I think we need a nickname for that DeFore and Owens duo. They have been unstoppable tonight. 59-41, Scott County.
Do you remember the original Golden State Warriors?
Are you taking it back to Run DMC?
I'm taking it back to Run TMC.
Or TMC, excuse me. Thinking of the
Do you know who it was?
Chris Mullins was on that team.
Right.
Mitch Richmond.
Mitch Richmond.
Hardaway.
That's right. TMC.
That one's no good. Williams with the rebound. Juliet Smith looking in the corner. She has DeFore. Takes it inside. Underneath with the reverse. Juliet Smith with the assist. Destiny Jackson yet to get a look. Here's Buckman. Cross court to Wallace. Pulls the trigger. That one's long. No good. DeFore going inside, and she's fouled by Buckman.
Yeah, she's in Red Mamba mode right now. It's definitely been the offensive spark to start the second half. Dishing the rock and getting it to her teammates, but also scoring herself here.
And although here's DeFore wide open.
Bingo.
No question. Knocks it down, and after she makes that shot again, she just kind of shrugs it off like it's no big deal. And for her, it really isn't, because she's on fire tonight, and most nights she's on point. Here's a double team up top. Jackson breaks through, tries to get inside. No foul called as there was contact. She wanted one. And Scott County is wide open on the end. DeFore and Williams were down there. Coach Ransom is heated, talking to the ref as he calls a timeout. Morgan DeFore. Remember that name, folks. And Malia Williams, remember hers as well. They have been on fire tonight. That's going to be a full timeout. We'll step aside here and take a quick break on PrepSpin.com.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
Maker, Coach Helton wanted them to throw coming out of the locker room. Three-pointer from Buckman's no good. DeFore, she's talking to Owens. They're smiling. She said, get out of my way. Pulls up. Dead on. No good. There's Williams. Can't get it to go. Tompkins says, I got your back. Kennedy Tompkins. Oh, crossover from Jackson. There's another one. DeFore knocked it loose, and a foul is called.
Scott County foul.
Destiny Jackson just broke out that crossover a couple times tonight, but her 21st half points might not be enough for the Lady Broncos to hang around here in the second half, as Scott County has come out on fire. No other way to put it. They have just been something else in the second half. Jackson's three-pointer is no good. McMath with the basketball. Williams, she wants more. Got it! Make it 6 for Malia Williams. 6 3-pointers. Here's Taylor. That one's off the backboard. Bank's open tonight, Williams.
Excuse me.
McMath.
I may have just called that a 2.
That one's long and out of bounds. We'll go to Frederick Douglass.
Substitution for Frederick Douglass.
That was a 3. That was a 3. 71-44 is the correct score.
So give that 3-pointer to Taylor.
Score by Frederick Douglass was awarded a 3.
Allison Wallace is bringing it up herself. She's going to go to the rim. Size mismatch with McMath on her. Can't get it to go. Williams pulls in the rebound. She's bringing it up. Here's McMath. Owens, are you kidding me? Knocks it down. Again.
It is raining threes in here.
Jackson on the other end. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, and a foul is called.
How many threes has Scott County hit, do you reckon?
Scott County foul number 4.
At the half, Scott County had knocked down 8 3-pointers.
8, and then they've already got probably 7 in the second half already. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely up over 10. We'll try and get that number for you. And Owens was 4 of 8 in the first half, and she's already knocked down 3 here in the second. She is on absolute fire. We're seeing magic here tonight at Henry Clay. Scott County looking to advance to the district championship, which would mean they will be automatically getting a berth in the 11th region tournament, which they won last year. Also won this district championship last year. Tompkins can't get it to go. Williams wanted to clean it up for her, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2.
Number 13, Allison Wallace, her 3rd personal foul, team 2nd of the half.
And one of the biggest struggles I've noticed tonight with Frederick Douglass is that height advantage that Scott County has. So many second chance points and offensive rebounds Scott County has gotten tonight.
5 more points, we got a running clock, by the way. It was an 8-point game at halftime.
And we're not even 5 minutes into the third quarter yet. Another offensive rebound. Tompkins wants to go up with it. She was triple teamed. Williams can't get it to go. Gets it back. Can't get it to go a second time. And Tompkins and Williams stayed down there trying to get that ball back, even though rebound was pulled in by Frederick Douglass and a foul was called. William, you hit it right on, nail on the head in that pregame talk about Frederick Douglass being able to hang around in the first half. And Bank is open again. We've seen a couple of those deep shots. Knocked it down for 3. Oh, McMath, watch out.
Oh.
Can't get it to go. But she had the defender on skates on that one. Underneath, wide open. Here's Williams to recover. She recovered very quickly.
Might have walked there.
And got the block. It did look like what a no-look pass. Juliet Smith can't knock down the shot. Tompkins gets it back. She's blocked. Williams got it. McMath with the amazing no-look pass there. She just had nice crossover and then the no-look pass, but couldn't get her shot to go on the crossover, and Smith couldn't convert on the pass. We won't forget those, though. Williams from downtown, no good. Owens with the offensive rebound. Smith, way downtown, no good. Williams cleaning up again. Williams and Tompkins are unstoppable down low tonight. 3-pointer, thought about it. That foot's on the line for Taylor, no good. Williams gets another rebound. Owens, quick trigger, short, no good. And again, Williams. Frederick Douglass doesn't have an answer for that mismatch down low with Tompkins and Williams.
Yeah, Douglass they're not really rebounding or anything right now.
Nice putback shot from Ovion Taylor. Tompkins takes it inside of the free throw line with a Kevin Duckworth type shot with that one hand.
I was taking it back.
Taking it back, old school William.
Old trailblazer, right?
Yeah, that's right. He might have played for a couple different teams in his day. Here's Owens. No one's going to even contest. Wallace got there at the last second to force the miss. Here's Destiny Jackson weaving through defenders. The scoop. Can't get it to go, but she will be back at the free throw line for her 9th and 10th attempts.
Braylee McMath. First personal foul on Braylee.
Not sure if Tompkins is just gassed right now or what, but she's had her jersey up over her face there. She'll come out now.
Number 2, Timothy
Williams will come out as well.
Kaylee Wise in the lineup. For Frederick Douglass. Number 15, Akira Gary.
Gary is in for Frederick Douglass.
Kennedy Brooks.
Kaylee Wise is in for the Lady Cardinals. McMath will walk it up. Less than 20 seconds left in the third quarter, and Scott County has pulled away in an unbelievable fashion.
Third quarter has been crazy amount of points for them. Well, how many points did they have at halftime?
At halftime, they had 47 points. They're up to 83. Foul called inside with 1.8 on the clock.
You're telling me
Number 15.
that they've scored that many points in a quarter?
Personal foul, team's third and a half.
I mean, that's
what the heck is the record in a quarter? That's what I'm
we're gonna have to find that out.
Kaylee Wise.
That's got to be up there.
Might have to interrupt Mr. Ball at the Scholastic Ball Report. He's filming that tonight. Couldn't be here. Filling in for him, Jack Haynes and William Warfield. Free throw is knocked down, but we might have to call Mr. Gary Ball there and see what if he knows anything about the record for points in a quarter, because Scott County put up an unbelievable showing here in the third quarter. Tompkins and Williams were unbelievable down low, and Owens and DeFore from downtown. Unstoppable. We'll be right back on
I work really hard, but I'm struggling to pay my bills on time. I've gotten pretty far behind, and I don't know what to do.
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Start your bankruptcy for as little as $78 now. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to PrepSpin for tonight's action here in the 42nd District, last semifinal game here in the girls tournament. Coming up next, 8 o'clock, another big one. Frederick Douglass will take on Scott County on the boys' side, and both those teams looking for an opportunity to go to the 11th Region Tournament and the District Championship, which will be here Friday night, covered by the one and only King of Stream.
Scott County foul.
38 points scored in the third quarter alone for Scott County. They had...
I think we're going to go down to the 46th district tomorrow. West Jasmine and Mercer County playing.
Should be a good one.
Substitution for the Lady Broncos, number 14, Obion Taylor replaces courtesy.
First free throws knocked down for Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass wins on the jerseys, so. These jerseys are nice.
And Frederick Douglass, still a young program, only their second year, going up against one of the best high school teams historically in the state of Kentucky. And I think they'll get their shot one of these days. And Destiny Jackson had a minute in the first half, but too much firepower for the Scott County team as Williams knocks down the inside shot. Jackson had it knocked away. Here's McMath with Smith ahead. Tosses it up. She's fouled. Count it.
Juliet Smith.
Watch it on the UPS Kentucky Loop Instant Replay. Slow it down for you.
Assist to Braylee McMath.
Wow. They are so good.
Their one loss coming to Lincoln County this year. But if the Lady Cardinals are playing like this night in and night out in these upcoming tournaments here, 11th region tournament, they're going to be a hard team to stop, and no coach is going to want to have to play these girls.
Right.
That 15-footer is no good.
I believe we've reached the running clock, too, if I'm not mistaken.
DeFore with the right hand. Beautiful finish. She's back in to the ball game. Owens is on the bench, getting herself a breather. She's put on an unbelievable performance tonight. She has 7 triples. Gentry launches, and it's long. Wallace tried to save it, but Smith came up with it for Scott County. McMath, another no-look pass. That one's long. Destiny Jackson with the rebound. Wide open underneath is Gentry. Had to dish it off to Taylor, and Taylor could not control it. Out of bounds. Ball back to Scott County.
And for Frederick Douglass, number 22, Faith Moore.
And at this point for Frederick Douglass, if you're Coach Ransom, what do you say to your girls when you come out of the locker room, still down single digits, and then Scott County just delivers this haymaker?
Yeah. 38 points in that third quarter, man. That was just amazing. Amazing performance.
And we were talking about what
this may be the best offensive girls team that we've seen on PrepSpin in quite a while. I mean, you could certainly say Mercer County up there. You know, back-to-back state champions, Mercer County. They're saying that. Let's look at this replay here and see what the fuss is about here. Scott County fans wanting to.
As the refs gather up and make an executive decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make you aware of the clock is running for the rest of the game. KHSAA rules. Running clock.
Public address announcer,
Yeah,
as you might have just heard.
Running clock.
Official running clock time here. 5 minutes left. Be sure to stay tuned. Frederick Douglass is not done yet. Want to try and pull off an upset on the boys' side as they'll take on Scott County. And we wait to find out if Michael Marino will make his return to the basketball court. And that would be a big advantage for Frederick Douglass if Marino wasn't able to go tonight. DeFore, she's not done yet. Rattles it home. The Red Mamba.
5 for Morgan.
Jackson launches a 3, and it's long. Frederick Douglass has just not had any answers in the second half to Scott County's unbelievable 3-point performance. That foul will go on McMath as she reached in.
Foul number 3, Braylee McMath. Her second personal foul.
But as I was saying a second ago, William, we were talking about Frederick Douglass coach trying to give their team a halftime talk to get them to rejuvenate themselves and come out for the second half. But I'm sure Coach Helton for Scott County had an unbelievable talk in there. Even though they were winning, he wanted his girls to be up like they are right now, and whatever he said worked. That third quarter was something we'll never forget, especially the fans watching tonight. Unbelievable performance Scott County has delivered tonight for the Lady Cardinals. McMath can't get it to go. McMath's handles and court vision are almost just as good as DeFore's, if not better in what we've seen tonight. She's had some amazing plays that we won't remember just because nothing flashy ended from them, but McMath is an unbelievable backup point guard for DeFore. the floor general out there right now for Scott County. She has the ball now, another no-look pass. She must practice that every single day because it seems like every pass she throws is no-look as she takes it to the rack with the right hand. 3 minutes left. Running clock is on. Scott County has just been so overwhelming in the second half. That pass was not handled and out of bounds. The ball will go back to Scott County. McMath with the pump. The shot is short. Gentry comes up with the basketball for the Broncos. Destiny Jackson gave it her all tonight. She had 20 first half points, and she was incredible in the first half, but Scott County just too much overall for the Broncos. McMath pulls up. That one's in and out. Wise underneath, can't get it to go. And Wallace pulls in the rebound for Frederick Douglass, and Jackson will walk it up.
Will Scott County get the 100? That's the question now.
Wallace inside, she's fouled.
Remember the last time a girls team hit 100 that you can remember?
It's been a long time.
Been since Mercer County for me, I think.
Foul number 3.
I think I've seen Lincoln County do it a time or two.
I mean, 100 points in a boys game is really impressive. You don't see it in really at any in any high school game in the state of Kentucky. 100 points is quite an accomplishment for a basketball game. Wallace puts up the first free throw, and it's good.
They do stop the clock for the free throw.
Scott County did score 100 points against Frederick Douglass on December 14th of this year. They scored 101 points in that one, and that was their only time they cracked 100 this season, but they have a chance to do it for a second time here in the semifinal matchup. And Gentry and Jackson will check out of the game for what will most likely be the last time, as well as Wallace. And Coach Ransom with some words of wisdom for his girls as they played their hearts out tonight.
Yep.
Made it close for a while in the first half. Wallace and Jackson were incredible tonight. Ball fought for underneath. Scott County comes up with it, and a foul is called.
Fouls assessed number 31, Bradley Price. First personal
Price
foul.
picks up her first foul of the evening. More fans starting to fill in for the second game of our doubleheader.
Jump ball.
Jump ball called down low.
Possession arrow 2, Scott County.
Gary Ball should be back sometime in the first half for our second game, and I know he's excited to get here and call this one. And we're excited to start that second one as well. And there was some confusion with the possession arrow, so ball will go to Frederick Douglass, not Scott County. Price has the basketball. She's in for Frederick Douglass. That one's lost and picked up by Scott County. Kennedy Edwards is in there for the Lady Broncos, along with Shania Mays. That three-pointer is good. Number 23.
Well, it is possible now. I mean,
Haley Ward.
99 on the board.
One more point will get them 100. They scored 101 against Frederick Douglass, like we said, back in December in their first matchup of the year. Foul is called. With the running clock, they might not get it. Well, they do stop the clock there.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. The official timeout there is 35 on the clock.
Moving to the free throw line for the Lady Broncos, number 31, Bradley Price.
Price is at the free throw line.
She will shoot one. And the bonus.
Knocks down the first one. Price will have one more left. 35 seconds left in the last semifinal girls game in the 42nd District Tournament. Scott County might try and run the clock out here.
Oh, they're going to hit that 100.
They want the 100, Williams says. Can't come up with it. 20 seconds left, and
Coach may not let them shoot again now since that one didn't go through.
well, Frederick Douglass looking to crack 60 here. They're at 59.
10 seconds.
Dribbling it out, and that's going to do it. Scott County with 38 third-quarter points proved to be the end of Frederick Douglass, and that will be the end of their season, as Coach Helton of Scott County has some words there with Destiny Jackson, star player of Frederick Douglass. Nice moment there to see that. And Jackson, unbelievable basketball player. She held her team in it for a while tonight, but Scott County, just too much. They have some of the best shooters in the state of Kentucky. Thanks for tuning in to our first game here at Henry Clay. And Michael Marino is out there warming up for Scott County. We're going to end this one, and we'll be back at 8 o'clock. Scott County, Frederick Douglass, semifinal matchup, 42nd District Basketball. You're watching PrepSpin. Thanks for tuning in.